Today I want to look at corner boxes, so we've got to get in nice and close. Come on down, corner boxes. Hi, I'm Darren, these are my hands, and this is GrooTube, where we appreciate the art of Sergio Aragonés. Today I want to look at these corner boxes. And just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, corner boxes are these little boxes that were this snapshot of time in comic book history. We don't see them too much anymore, but back in the 80s, and the 70s, and into the 90s, corner boxes were these boxes up in the corner with the price and the issue number and, miscellaneous information. And usually there'd be a drawing in it that would be separate from the art on the cover. And in the case of Groo the Wanderer, Sergio would often draw elaborate little cartoons or funny gags or something tangentially related to the story that made things interesting. Sometimes they were totally unrelated to the story. And so today, I was going to do like 12. I think I've got like 20 or more corner boxes that I think are unique or interesting, noteworthy, that I'd like to share with you today. And the first corner box I want to share with you is not issue number 6, but issue number 1. And I think I'm going to try to put all the corner boxes on the side of the screen here nice and big so you can see what I'm looking at. Now, issue number 1's corner box really isn't that exciting to me, but we're going to be coming back to it later on. So I wanted to show it to you first. We've just got Groo standing here. I don't know, are these some rice paddies? Is this just a little swamp he's standing in? What's going on with his jerkin or his bottom lip that it's orange? Whatever. Groo number 1, Groo standing, looking mean with his sword in the puddle. Remember that for later. The next issue I want to look at is issue number 6. And here we have Groo leaning over a tree branch, trying to defend himself from or attack this octopus in the sea below him. And the octopus's tentacles reaching up behind him, grabbing him from the belt. Groo's eyes are wide open. He's thinking, uh-oh. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on the cover. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on the story inside. Maybe there's some sort of transition from Groo being shipwrecked and finding land at last, and there was some octopus there. I don't know. There you've got it. A self-contained little comic up in the corner box, issue number 6. And issue number 9 continues the theme of Groo attacking animals or being attacked by an animal. Again, nothing to do with the cover. Groo just being surrounded by a snake, and the snake's got those, oh, don't worry, I'll certainly take care of you kind of eyes. And Groo with his little drop of sweat. He's got his sword hand there. We know that he manages to slice himself out and get free, but he's looking a little bit concerned. And just another great example of Sergio just going the extra mile, throwing in an extra joke for us on the cover of his comics. He doesn't have to do this. He could just have like Groo standing there like we had in issue number 1 all through the run. He could have something to do with what's going on in the story or on the cover here. But no, something special for us on Groo number 9. In issue number 20, I think we've got the third part in the kind of introduction to Gruella story. Groo and the Siege, second try. So in the past couple issues, we've been introduced to Gruella. We've seen some of Little Groo and Little Gruella, but on the cover, in the corner box, this nice little drawing of Groo looking at his reflection in the water and seeing a young version of himself. Young Groo here looks curious, surprised. Who is this old man that I'm looking at? Little Groo is thinking. The Groo that we're used to. Regular Groo, big Groo, normal Groo is looking back, and he's a little bit puzzled, maybe a little bit concerned for this young guy that he sees in the water. Let's take a quick look at issue number 22. When I was trying to keep the number of corner boxes down low to 10 or 12, I didn't include this. But then as I was flipping through my comics in preparation, I saw issue 22 and I thought, I want to include this corner box. We've just got an image of Groo sinking down to the bottom of the ocean, a sunk ship in the background. He's got his hand over his mouth to hold his breath. What are you thinking, Groo? You're so dumb. But I love the fish. The fish are coming to look at this strange thing sinking to the bottom of the ocean. I just wanted to include it for the fish. You know I'm a sucker for a fish in a Groo comic, don't you? All right, issue 27, May 1987. Why am I including this corner box? Because it's like the anti-corner box. Where is the corner box? It's not there. Groo is walking out of the corner box. Is that what's going on? This is a really neat cover, and maybe I'll go into this cover some other time. I can imagine doing an episode with these strange sequential covers that Sergio sometimes drew. I just thought that this was neat, seeing Groo walk out of the non-corner box on the cover of issue number 27. It's a great cover, really. Okay, we'll save this for another time. All right, here we have issue number 30, not very long after the introduction of Dear Rufferto. And so Rufferto, this is not his first time in the corner box even, but it was notable enough to me to include in this list because of the wonderful gag that's going on here. In the first few issues after Rufferto was introduced to us, Groo didn't know, and I don't think even Sergio knew, if Rufferto was going to be hanging around for the long term. The joke in those early comics was Groo is getting hungry and maybe he's going to eat Rufferto. Rufferto sees Groo as his hero. He loves Groo, and he looks at Groo and he thinks, oh, Groo loves me too. Groo looks at Rufferto and thinks, he could make a good meal. A fun joke in the corner box of issue number 30. Issue number 37. No secret, this is one of my favorite covers. I've got lots of favorite covers. I love this cover because of the darkness, the light, and the cross-hatching that Sergio uses on his drawing of Groo and Rufferto on the cover here. And I love the corner box for many of the same reasons. I like the hatching that Sergio has drawn on Groo as he sleeps beneath the limbs of a tree. Rufferto is keeping him warm, but Rufferto is kept awake by all the eyes looking. They're evil eyes. Look at those evil eyes looking at him and Groo. He's scared. He doesn't know what's going on. They're going to be attacked. This is a amusing gag for the corner box. And just looking at it right now, I like how it's colored green around the border to set it off as a corner box. Of course, you can't have black there when you've got a black background here and a black background there, but the green from the shrubs and the grasses and from the leaves of the tree, really nicely done. I like this. That's really nice art. That's what we got going on there. Issue number 42, Groo marries Bunta. Why am I including this corner box on my list of interesting corner boxes? It's the coloring. Why is Groo's Walkman not blue? Why is his sword white? Okay, I can see a white sword, but why not gold on the hilt? How come the knife and the sheath aren't colored? I've chosen issue number 42's corner box because of some mist coloring that's going on here. Interesting. I guess this really light blue color had to be used for Groo's Walkman on the main image of the cover because it's in front of Granny Groo's blue dress here, so that maybe you wouldn't be able to see it unless it was offset with a different color. I don't know. A white Walkman up here is just not right. It's notable. It's interesting. It's the corner box of issue number 42. All right. Issue number 50, Chakal. And this is more pages, more money, same jokes. It's $1.50. Oh, wow, that's a lot of bucks. This corner box is interesting and notable because it's the 50th issue. Sergio and Stan and Tom and Mark and even Rufferto are blowing out the candle, singular, on the 50th issue celebration cake with, I don't know, is that a Groo head candle? I would like a Groo head candle on my birthday cake this year. That would be super awesome. I want a Groo head candle. I'm going to make a Groo head candle. You've heard it here first. I'm going to make a Groo head candle. Is that a Groo head candle, or is that like a cake decoration Groo with a candle on top of it? I don't know. It's the 50th issue. The Groo crew and Rufferto are blowing out the candle. They're not doing a very good job of it, but it's a pretty cool corner box image. Look at Sergio's cheeks there. Look at Rufferto's lips. I want a Groo candle on my birthday cake this year. Wow, this really is a thick, heavy one. More pages, more money. 3 months later, issue number 53. I included this because, I love Groo, I love Chakal, I love Rufferto, and I love the fact that the three of them are here in the corner box. Rufferto is thinking, I love Groo. And he's got that dopey grin with his eyes half closed. And he's thinking, oh, Groo is my hero. I love Groo. And he's thinking of Groo. And the joke, I don't have to explain the joke to you, but the joke is that in Rufferto's imagination of Groo, Groo's got that same dopey look on with the half-closed eyes, and he's thinking, oh, Chakal, she's so beautiful. I love Chakal. I don't know. There's a little bit of a theme. I wish every time Chakal was in an issue of Groo, there would be like some sort of fun, I don't want to call it a love triangle, but, unrequited love going up the tree type thing going on. A little joke in the corner box. This is really funny. I like it. All right. Issue number 63. We've got to be at least halfway there. This is pretty cool. We've got Sergio drawing Groo. Now, look at that. That's the reason I chose this one, was because we're stepping out of the Groo universe again to see the artist drawing the character. And of course, there's a series of other corner boxes that continue this idea later on that we're going to take a look at later. Issue number 63 was where you saw it first, Sergio drawing Groo in the corner box. And hey, if you're going to try drawing yourself a Groo, that's not a bad Groo to base your drawing off of. All right, issue number 74. When I looked at this, I thought to myself, I wonder if there was something going on. Take a look at Sergio holding his doggo Rufferto up there. Now, you might not know that Rufferto, Groo's doggy Rufferto, in the comic is based off of Sergio's real dog, Rufferto, in real life. Sergio owned a Queensland healer. It's an Australian doggy. He named Rufferto, and at some point, his dear Rufferto died. I wonder, just taking a look at Sergio in this picture, he doesn't have a gigantic smile on his face. Could this have been a tribute to his doggy at the time of his passing? I don't know this. But when I saw this corner box as I was looking through my comics, I wondered. And I thought, if that's the case, what a wonderful tribute that is to his dog. And if it's not the case, it's still a great drawing of the artist and his doggy who inspired our favorite doggo down here too. Issue number 74. I guess I'm really into the corner boxes that break the fourth wall, because here we have another Sergio in the corner box. This is one of my favorite issues of Groo the Wanderer. Great story, The Puppeteers, and Sergio has a Groo puppet, and Rufferto the dog is looking back thinking, what's going on here? And now I think I have another project. I want to make myself a Groo puppet just like this. Oh, too many silly ideas. From a silly drawing in the corner box of the cover of a silly comic, Hit him in the head. Love it. Great issue. Really nice corner box. Oh, I want a Groo puppet now. All right, let's bring it back. Already, we're at issue number 100, and Tom Luth has grown a mustache. The Groo crew is back to blow out the candles on their 100th issue celebration cake. And this time, it looks as if Groo and Rufferto are bursting out of the cake. What's going on here? Is that a cake topper? It does not look like a Groo candle head this time. There are 4 times as many candles, and I don't want anyone to answer the question of what Groo is wearing as he comes bursting out of this cake. Of course, it's on the cover of issue 100, another fabulous story. One of the most poignant Groo stories out there. Abecedario, Groo, Rufferto, Groo learns to read. A significant story in a significant issue with a corner box of matching significance. What did I say? There's only 4 candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. That's still not the right multiple when you take a look at number 50. Good cover box. And now we have issue number 104. Why did I pick issue number 104? What is special about this corner box? It's Rufferto's mouth. Like, I get that Sergio is mirroring Groo's mouth in this picture. Groo's got those sly eyeballs. He's ready for a fray, and Rufferto's ready to be beside him. But what is Rufferto's smiley mouth doing completely on the left side of his face? That is wrong. That it looks, look at, he's got like, is this like the Rufferto happy face dog? I don't know. This is a weird drawing of Rufferto. I just noticed that Rufferto's collar has yellow gemstones there. That's not right. But that's not the point. The point is Rufferto looks weird with that smiley face on the entire left-hand side of his face. His mouth should be going under his face and around the other side. At least Groo, you can see that it kind of goes around there and wraps around the other side of his face. Weird. That's very strange. I like it, but it's very strange. Issue 104. Are we done here? We're not done here. Issue number 106. Issue number 107, Groo, Man of the People, Part 2. Issue number 8, Man of the People, Part 3. And issue number 109, Man of the People, Part 4 of 4. Of course, you understand why I'm including these 4 corner boxes in my list of significant, interesting corner boxes. We start out here, and Sergio is drawing Groo. There's his big nose. He gets on his eyeballs and his smile and his chin and some hair. Here in issue number 108, Sergio looks like he's just about completed his drawing of Groo, maybe working on his belly and arms here. And then in issue number 109, Tom Luth has come in to color in Groo and take the color away from Sergio's face. Ooh, it's the transition between reality and fiction as we see the creator drawing his creation across 4 months of comics in the corner boxes. You got to admit, that's kind of a neat idea, and it's very well executed. Again, if you wanted to take a course in how to draw Groo's face, here's a mini one for you right here. Always start with your number 3 for Groo's big ol' nose. Some pretty cool stuff. One more to take a look at before we're finished. Can you guess what it is? For the last interesting corner box, I want to go back to Groo number 1 as we also take a look at Groo number 120. 10 years, the complete run of epic Groo 120 comics, 120 corner boxes. We started in the rice paddy. We finished in the rice paddy. I did not notice the bookends to the corner boxes until just the other day, and I thought, that is brilliant. Well done, Sergio. What a super idea of calling back to the very first corner box of Groo the Wanderer ever as you finish your epic 10-year run with Epic Comics. Groo is stepping out of the rice paddy. He's saying goodbye, not forever, but for now. Wow, really nice. Did you ever notice that before? I can't believe I didn't notice that. Really nice. Well, Groo friends, thank you for indulging me as I have taken a look at all of these corner boxes from the epic run of Groo the Wanderer, all the way from issue number 1 to issue number 120, some of my favorites, some of the ones that I thought were the most interesting. There are hundreds, at least 120 wonderful cover corner boxes on the Groo comics. What are your favorites? Do you think that I missed something really significant that should have been included on this list? Let me know in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more Groo the Wanderer and Sergio Aragonés content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. I don't want you to miss out next time when I'm back with more GrooTube. Take care, everybody. The dragon falls almost right on him. Wham. That's a great cover.